Hey guys, Mapletail here. Today I'm doing some drawings for the Baldur's Gate 3 art challenge, Tavember. It's also Dirge Tash week, and I found a third Baldur's Gate challenge for the end of the month, Baldur's Gate OCXOC week. Did everyone just collectively decide that this is the month for Baldur's Gate 3 art challenges? We'll see how far I get today. Let's get into it. Tavember is run by RenMasaoAnkoku. It's a challenge where you explore your Baldur's Gate player character, aka Tav, with art, writing, or whatever else you like. I followed their prompt list last year, so I was hyped when the 2025 one dropped. I decided what I was going to draw for each a couple months ago, choosing my favorite characters and some that I've never drawn before. I started with sketching them all out of my sketchbook, and was originally going to color them all digitally, but decided to just do my favorites in a bit of a collage style that I've been experimenting with. For fun, and because I've been pretty overwhelmed with life stuff the last while, I'm hopeful that things will start looking up next month, and I should have more time to do all my year-end art traditions. But, the prompt list. Let's take it from the top. Prepare for lots of OC nonsense. Day 1 is birth. I drew my main Dark Urge OC, August, and their little daughter Hyacinth for it. Not technically a Tav for the start of Tavember, but close enough. I've actually got a bit of a mix of Tavs, Dirges, and their family members for this challenge. Let me have my fun. Day 2 is education, where I did draw my Tav October with his father Kenzie. Day 3 is social class, where I drew Nightingale before she ran away from the life of nobility. 4 is hygiene, with baby March in the bath with her father Tenuviel. 5 is mother, where I drew Eve and her son Soren. 6 is self-image, with Everett cutting the long hair he grew up with. 7 is dark side, with AU versions of my Wild Frost OCs, Orianne and Talon, as a shadow magic sorcerer and a Way of the Shadows monk. Orianne looks basically the same, but I did redesign Talon as a tiefling to match their kid, Leica, who already got the alternate universe treatment. 8 is age, with Maureen, who never made it to adulthood in my story, so I wanted to do a little sketch as though she did. On a lighter note, 9 is treat, with Nyx eating a little star-shaped cookie. 10 is fighting style, with a newer OC, Noe, who I'm still not really sure how I want to look, and I wasn't feeling up to tackling it today, so just a pose sketch for him. 11 is dream, where I drew one of my dream guardians, Aether. Felt a little too perfect. 12 is sociable, with Moon, and the long hair that he used to have, that I've yet to draw. 13, today, is Vice, where I had to draw a little of my Dirge August, and the character Gortash. Even though I'll be participating in a whole week dedicated to them, I can never draw too much Dirge Tash. 14 is trade, with Ellen, who comes from a trader family. 15 is politics, which I didn't really know what to draw for, but ended up picking Renala in their true doppelganger form. For 16, PDA, I chose one of my only OCXOC couples, Briny and Pond. 17 is nature, where I drew August's wolf, who desperately needed a colored reference image, along with December the Druid in wolf form. 18 is week, where I drew Droplet for the first time, failing to open a portal back to her realm, a big part of her story. 19 is motive, with December and their father Oleander, the two meeting for the first time. 20 is tattoo, where I gave a lunar sternum tattoo to Renor. 21 is limit, with Solana, hitting the limit of her magical abilities, gaining some magical scars in the process. 22 is POV, from Erebos' perspective, his death scene at the hands of his child Hemera. 23 is beauty, with Kafel. 24 is pastime, with Wisteria, who likes to dry various plants and flowers for decor, and for more practical reasons. 25 is style, where I drew December in a dress designed by Whiskey Pixie 24 on Artfight, during last year's minigames. 26 is quote, with August and a lyric from a song that I was listening to at the time, from one of their playlists. 27 is backpack, with Starloom's parents, who traveled to the Underdark and never returned home to them. 28 is Scar, with Crystalline, who I was determined to finish designing for this challenge, but still haven't done her face properly. Did get her coloring decided at least. And finally 30, Smile, where I drew Avoset pre her whole less than smile-worthy story. And that's 30 days. I picked about 10 to digitally color, and I'm really happy with how the collages turned out. Especially the little sticky note vibe I went for. I just think it's cute. Thanks for watching. It's not often my hyperfixations, outside of Warriors, last this long, so I'm happy I still get so much joy out of drawing inspired by Baldur's Gate, even if I didn't have the time or energy to go all out this year. And I hope y'all don't mind me switching it up a little sometimes. I am still looking forward to reviewing the deluxe edition of Into the Wild when my copy arrives, as well as Hidden Moon, probably in December. We'll see how long it takes me to read it. I've also been planning another Pokemon speed paint in honor of Legends ZA releasing last month, and the 100 hours I've spent in it since. Excited to put that all together. And maybe a little bonus video coming your way this Tuesday. It might finally be time for me to share my sketchbook tour. But with that, we'll see you next Thursday.